Thank you so much for your interest in my 12-week program. Chances are you've already talked to me or a member of my team about the program, but I created this PowerPoint because I know this is a big decision for you, and I wanted to give you a little bit more detail in case the call was quick or you had more questions. So without further ado, the 12-week program. Okay, I think these statistics are amazing and they kind of answer why I do what I do. So 85% of American women admit to opting out of life events because they don't like how they look. And 90% of American women have resorted to dieting in order to achieve their ideal body. And honestly, if we think about it, I do not know a single female that has not dieted because they want to change their body. And the statistic that 85% of American women have opted out of events because they don't like how they look just is staggering to me. And lots of times when I talk to women, I hear them say, I don't like to look at myself in the mirror. I don't want to be in family pictures. So that is kind of my why of why I do what I do. Here's some more statistics. Americans spend $33 billion a year on various weight loss products. So whether it's pharmaceuticals, fad diets, meal plans, whatever it may be, $33 billion. And 80% of people fail to keep their weight off over the long term. So typically what I see happen is somebody invests in typically a quick fix or something that's not sustainable. They lose a lot of weight. They feel really good about it, but then they can't sustain it. So within 6 months or less, they're looking for something else. So again, why I've created the program I have. Here's what I see. We're not getting to the root of the problem, which is the internal narrative that keeps women in the same habits and outcomes. It's basically the story that we have been telling ourselves, whether it's conscious or unconscious throughout our lives. It's why, because there's so much information out there on how to lose weight, whether it be through nutrition or working out, and yet we don't do it. And here's the problem. So not only do these quick fixes fail, so you've spent this money, you've invested your time and energy, but they end up strengthening that negative narrative that you've been telling most of your life, and the cycle continues. So how many times have you said to yourself, here I go again, well, that didn't work, or I've always had this problem area, it's in my genes, my mom was like that, that sort of thing. So it's like once we fail again, it kind of reiterates and strengthens, I can never do this. So I help women transform their bodies and love what they see in the mirror in a healthy, sustainable way. So no more diets or obsessing over food. And I will take this one step further. Not only do I want you to love what you see in the mirror physically, I also want you to love what you see in the mirror emotionally and spiritually. So it's not just about your physical appearance, but it's also about changing your narrative and how you feel about yourself. So here's a little bit more about the 12-week program. So I created this program because I have found a disconnect. I have worked years in the in-person business. So COVID hit, I kind of went online, and I also created online programs. And I see the disconnect. My clients that come see me in person, they would be totally motivated, doing everything they should do for about a month. And then they kind of fall off the wagon or resort to their old habits. And they would come in and they'd say, I know what I should be doing, I'm just not doing it. Whether it be working out other days than just with me, or what their nutritional choices have been. And I'm here to tell you, it's not about trying harder. It's about dealing with the unsuccessful mindset and helping my clients learn why they aren't taking the action when they know what they should be doing. So kind of figuring out, why is it do you not choose the healthier options and choosing the cookies or the chips and hot sauce? Not that those are bad, but why are you choosing those when you know it's not what you should be doing? Or why are you choosing not to get the sleep when you know you should be getting sleep? Or why are you choosing not to go to the gym on the days that you don't see me? And it's, again, not about trying harder, because if that were the truth, we'd all be successful. So I've created a program that's different from all the others to kind of get to the root of the problem and quit putting Band-Aids on everything. So I feel like this 12-week program is everything you need in one program. So it's twofold. Number one, you have in-person training, which is provided in order to check your form, so to give you the confidence, yes, that looks right. Or let's tweak this. Is it hurt here? We need to fix that. To show you how long you should rest, how much weight you should use, and how to push yourself past your perceived limits. So like I told you, I also have done complete virtual or online training. And I feel like what those clients sometimes feel like they're missing is they don't really know how much time should I rest? My knees are hurting. What's going on? Well, let's fix your form. Or even how long they should rest. One of the things that my in-person clients love is they'll say all the time, I wouldn't have pushed past that limit if I didn't have you telling me 2 more. So that's what in-person training provides. Now, the coaching, which is the part that my in-person clients have typically missed, is provided to create a successful mindset in a step-by-step scientific process and to support and hold my clients accountable on the days they aren't in-person training with me. So this is the coaching part, and it makes the client feel like that I am with them throughout the week. So it's, again, twofold, the in-person and the coaching. And I'm calling it coaching and not online training because that's not what it is. It's virtual coaching, but it's not just virtual because you have access to me, which we'll get into. Okay, so I want a minimum of a 12-week commitment. That's minimum. When we get to the end of the 12-week, you and I decide together where you go from there. And there's always options. In-person training. It's a one-on-one in-person session at Get Fit in Colleyville. There's the address, 5005 Colleyville Boulevard. Now, it's not always one-on-one. Sometimes it's 2-on-1. Sometimes it's 3-on-1. It just kind of depends on your fitness level, your schedule, and who I put you with. Because a lot of times when I put clients together, they push each other and they develop a relationship. And then not only do they have me as a support system, but they have their training partners as a support system. All right, sessions are available from 7:30 to 1:30, Monday through Thursday. So this may change. So if you see this video later and I told you different times, then that's okay. But as of now, I take my first client at 7:30, my last client at 1:30, which means I finish at 2:30 for the day. And so if you decide that you want to do this, then I will give you options, because obviously I don't know what I have available right now, because you may be watching this later. And again, kind of working with your schedule, my schedule, other clients' schedule. But that's kind of my times that I'm there. Coaching throughout the week. So this is your virtual part, but again, not quite virtual. You're going to feel like I am right there with you. You have weekly lessons that are delivered through a membership site. Super easy to follow. Literally I've never had anybody say, what lesson am I supposed to do? Because I'm going to take you through it step by step. These lessons are not only printable PDFs, there's videos to go with it. And the reason that I created these lessons is because I can't teach you everything you need to know in the hour-long session, okay? And I'm going to teach you scientifically the reasons why I'm having you eat the way I'm having you do it, or the mindset, or even the training. Because I have found that if you understand why you're doing it, your brain will say, okay, that makes sense. I'm going to trust the process. I can tell you what to do, but as soon as your brain starts saying, I don't like this is change, it's not comfortable, that's when the narrative starts and people quit or they question. Whereas if I can teach you the basic science behind stuff, your brain will say, makes sense, I'm going to keep going. Okay, second bullet point. Other workouts are provided by my Rise Up Fitness app. I will help you choose the workouts. It's super simple. That's a $25 a month reoccurring fee, separate from everything else. But it doesn't just have workouts. It has other lessons. It's got over 100 recipes, tons of workouts, core workouts, frequently asked questions, all kinds of stuff. And then finally, a weekly, well, not finally, finally for this page, a weekly Google check-in that you will fill out, and then I provide feedback within 24 hours. It's kind of to keep you on track and me to know where you are weekly. You also get one-on-one support and accountability. And this comes either through email, like I typically email you back once I receive your weekly check-in, or if you have long questions, you can put them on email. Everything, the way you communicate with me for this one-on-one support and accountability is kind of what you prefer. So either through via email or Voxer, which is a free app that I absolutely love. It is quick, it is fast. I can send you a quick message, you can send me. It's voice message, text messages, and pictures. Kind of like everything else, like Facebook message, and also through your phone. But Voxer helps me keep everything in one spot. And I not only get a notification on my phone, I also will get an email notification. So if you Voxered me throughout the day when I couldn't get to you or I read it but didn't respond, I also get an email reminder. Okay, you also get a community network of women working towards similar goals. So whether that be your workout partner, the Zoom calls, which are on Friday at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Central Standard Time, and also through Facebook Messenger. So I'll do a group Facebook message. And again, let me just reiterate, Zoom calls, they may change. I'm hoping eventually to add more, but they also may change depending on everybody's schedule. So if you watch this video and I have told you that there's a different Zoom call, then go with what I said, but you will always have access to Zoom calls, and they are a great time of bonding with other women, feeling support, hearing other people's what they're working on. And when someone shares a struggle, you've got other women to say, hey, try this, because I do not have all the answers. Somebody will have an answer for you, or maybe you just need to feel supported. And that's what those are for. If you can't make the Zoom call, I always record them. You'll find the recording in the membership site. I also post it on the group Facebook message. And you can also always let me know, hey, I'm not going to be on the Zoom call, but can you do a lesson on such and such? And I do. All right, so again, just to wrap it all up, I want you to master your mind first and foremost, and that is what makes this program different. And if you're questioning that, my response is you've tried everything else, so please give it a chance and try it my way. Let's master your mind so that we get out of our own way, and then we're also going to fuel your body and train your body. So again, threefold: mindset, nutrition, and training. And I just want to end with it all began with one small win. And the fact that you reached out to me is your first win, and I want you to celebrate that. So regardless of if you choose to do the 12-week program and work with me, or you choose to go another route, I want you to see this as a big win that you even were able to reach out to someone and say, hey, I need help. I want to change. And so I'm going to encourage you to build on this one small win. And again, whether it's with me or with somebody else, keep the momentum going and find a program that's going to help you reach your health and fitness goals. So thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, again, reach out to me. I'm here to answer them.